The Fanfiction Power Hour is a comedy podcast between friends that does not attempt straightforward readings. The links to the fanfictions are in the description if you would prefer an unaltered experience and to support the authors by giving the stories a like. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Jen and Wizzy's Fanfiction Power Hour. I'm your host, Jen Reaper, and with me here today, as always, is my co-host, Wizzy Puff. Say hello, Wizzy.
Hello, audience. There is something underneath your chair. Don't look now.
That'll be a special surprise for later. And today, on the second episode of our Pride Month, we're going to be reading Fairytale of Canterlot City by Sammy90.
Yo.
Another entry for the Unhappy Yuri contest.
Oh, that's why it has the word fairy in it.
Yes.
I don't actually know if that word actually even gets used against lesbians like it does against gay men.
Yeah, I don't think so. Wouldn't make much sense to use it against lesbians. Doesn't the origination of that word specifically refer to, well, not specifically, but isn't it because it's more feminine?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And it's like, well, we want women to be feminine and we want men to be masculine. But also, bigots are ignorant, and I feel like there are bigots who would use these words interchangeably because they don't know what they're saying.
That would make sense. Bigots do be weirdos like that. Shout out to all the bigots in the audience. Get fucked, actually.
Please leave. There's the door. Please let it hit you on the way out.
Do not want you here.
God damn it, I forgot the door was glued.
Shit. Well, man, what do you do if you get trapped in a room with a bigot, honestly?
Oh, boy. This is the premise for our new game show. We put one minority and one bigot.
I'm sure that can only end brilliantly. I mean, I'm sure there are a few scenarios where it ends up being good.
Well, there's a few.
It ends up with a nicer outcome.
But for most of those situations, it's going to end up worse for the minority.
Yeah. But, we can only hope the best for our bigots. Get better, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I don't have any problems with people who used to be bigots listening to us.
Former bigots, you guys can stay.
Yeah. Quite frankly, you guys, you're the real heroes, It's important to realize when you've done wrong.
That's true. Just look at Sunset Shimmer.
That's so true. Or even the Shadow Bolts.
Oh, yeah. They were the bad guys.
They were. Speaking of which, well, as I've already said, today's fic is called Fairytale of Canterlot City by Sammy90. And yeah, so again, another part of the Unhappy Yuri contest. And I'm sure that it is going to be involving very unhappy things happening to our favorite characters, Lemon Zest, the best, and Sunny Flare, who exists.
Wow! Wow! Sunny Flare! Woo! Let's go, Sunny Flare!
Wizzy is the biggest Sunny Flare fan.
Yeah. They call us the insert name here.
It's a good one. Why do they call you that?
Because they gave Sunny Flare like barely any character, so we kind of decided that we're gonna half-ass the name as well.
You've probably said Sunny Flare's name more often than they say it in the show.
Sunny Flare!
Actually, I'm not sure Lemon Zest's name is said particularly often, so that might not actually be that huge. But lemon zest, fucking love lemon zest. Could always use more fics of her.
Uh-huh.
So very excited to see this. Why do all the fics with her involve getting into some sort of romance? I guess where We the Bad Guys didn't have that,
That's a
but
good
she wasn't the main
question.
character in that one.
Yeah.
You could argue that she was like the secondary protagonist, but
I guess it's because everyone just saw that Lemon Zest was the most shippable character. Anyone could be shipped with her.
yeah, makes sense. Flash Sentry, Sunset Shimmer, Sunny Flare. Let's see how well that last one works out here. In Fairytale of Canterlot City by Sammy 90. Chapter: I pray God it's our last. Is that a typo in the chapter name there?
I don't know.
Well, we've all made mistakes if so, and I mean it was pre-read by Sock Puppet and Hawthorne Bunny. Hi Hawthorne Bunny. I used to know you. Scooter tricks. So I'm sure if it
Yo.
really was a mistake, they would have pointed it out.
Yeah. And if it was a mistake, then I pray God it's their last.
All right. Sunny Flare was used to all the weird things happening around her. After all, the fact that she and her friends had survived high school mostly intact must have been some sort of a miracle. Now she was a perfectly normal student with some success to her name, with a normal house, a healthy relationship, and only a few unresolved traumas acquired throughout her life. She opened the door of the apartment she shared with her girlfriend and frowned. It was dark, aside from the faint light coming from the kitchen. It was partially obscured by the shadow of something large moving near the window. Sunny's heart froze for a moment. Still wearing the snow-covered boots, she rushed to the kitchen, trying to keep her breath steady.
Lemon Zest! You stupid goose. What are you doing?
She exclaimed. That's rude. Lemon turned towards her. She was standing on a chair, holding a wire. Seeing Sunny Flare, she staggered slightly and grabbed the window handle to avoid falling on the floor. Hanging Christmas lights, of course. 'Tis the season after all.
Oh yeah, this is also a Christmas fic. Man. Combining the two gayest holidays. Hanging Christmas lights. Right.
Sunny Flare furrowed her eyebrows, looking at the empty wine bottle standing on the table.
You were drinking again?
Yes, Lemon replied, grabbing more Christmas lights and hanging them above the window. You should chill out and grab some liquid festivity too. I'm feeling festive.
I don't,
Sunny muttered, grabbing a bottle and looking at it. Her stomach twisted and turned as the bottle trembled in her hand.
Did you know that today's the 4th anniversary of when I almost froze to death while drunk?
It's not, Lemon said. That was in January.
I know, dearie,
Sunny said, clenching the bottle in her fist.
I thought that being appropriately dramatic would speak to your stupid mind for once.
You know, we didn't give a content warning for the last episode. I feel like this is probably going to go into some pretty heavy topics.
That's a good point.
Considering how it doesn't just tag narcotics this time, it's also tagged violence. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Probable abuse coming up.
I'm going to be honest. I forgot about that aspect of this fic once we started reading it, and I was like, oh, she's being kind of mean. This seems antagonistic. When is it going to get romantic?
Oh, no. Oh, man. Now I wish I hadn't said anything. So anyways, content warning there. But you already should have gone down to the description and read it for yourself.
Good point.
Or just given it a like.
All right. I'm going to be drinking for every time that Lemon does, guys. What do you want to bet that she has cocktails with lemon zest in them?
Oh, I don't think she likes lemons.
Is that true?
No.
Aww. I was hoping it was going to be like a sort of, curly situation where her name is Lemon Zest, but she hates lemons.
Yeah, no. No, it's just a headcanon.
Nice.
I have a whole lot of lemon zest headcanons if you want to hear them all.
Yo.
But not now. I'm not stupid. Lemon staggered on the chair. And you could chill out for once. It's Christmas soon.
How can I chill out when you're trying to get yourself killed in the stupidest way imaginable?
Sunny Flare shrugged.
I mean, I almost did the same thing a few times, but I always knew where the line was.
You ended up in rehab, Lemon said.
That's where the line was.
She ended up in the same rehab center that Adagio went to.
Ooh, that is an awesome theory.
Sunny trembled, considering crushing the wine bottle in either her hand or on Lemon's head.
Yet another reason why you shouldn't be drinking here. Also, should I remind you what you were doing back then?
Lemon reached out to hang the Christmas lights on the window, resting one of her feet on the counter while the chair leaned dangerously. Sunny grabbed it, saving Lemon from the fall. I was with Sweetleaf, Lemon said, hardly noticing Sunny's efforts. She was cool.
Come on, at least say thank you. Or with Sour Sweet, who's less cool.
Sunny rolled her eyes. Lemon hiccuped. She knew how to have fun, too.
You're good at that.
Thank you.
Faking hiccups.
Yes, fake.
Oh, man. How does it work?
I don't know.
It was just convenient. Imagine. She would occasionally use your face as a punching bag, but yes, let's go with that.
Sunny sighed.
Get down here, you drunken moron.
Lemon turned towards Sunny, causing the chair to lean dangerously again. Well, now I remember. I was with Sweetleaf, and then you fucked it all up.
For the record, I was in the middle of freezing to death,
Sunny replied.
I didn't exactly think clearly.
Lemon staggered on the chair. You hated Sweetleaf, didn't you? Sunny Flare frowned.
Would you kindly get down here and stop being stupid? That was 4 years ago, and I was an idiot back then. Unlike you, who's being an idiot right now.
So now I'm an idiot. Lemon rolled her eyes and connected another chain of Christmas lights to the ones she'd already hanged. Would it be hanged there?
No, I think it would be hung, because hanged is sort of used in the...
Yeah. You hang a man.
Death sentence.
Those don't work, she muttered.
It's Chinese shit that spent the last year in a cardboard box in our basement,
Sunny said.
You know how much I hate the Chinese.
She would.
Turns out she is a bigot.
She is the Rarity counterpart, after all.
No.
The difference is that Rarity is subtle about it, whereas she's...
The difference is Rarity hates people who are Hispanic. She hates people who are Asian. Completely different.
It's completely different.
I'm surprised any of those still work after that EMP I made for college.
Lemon looked closer at the wire. What EMP?
The one I eventually sold to the army, and this is why we can still afford to live here despite you never paying your half of the rent?
Sunny replied. Which army? Lemon asked. Sunny shrugged.
Don't worry about it. They're not currently committing provable war crimes. My God.
I like how this is referencing how smart these guys are.
Oh, God. Are they like geniuses? The Shadow Balls?
Kinda.
Man, they worked for a college that gets you jobs at Raytheon.
I'll pay you next time I get paid for DJing. Lemon poked the plastic box with a button controlling the lights' blinking patterns.
You're banned from all the clubs here,
Sunny said.
And before you say you're not banned from the People's Village, I'd like to point out that they never paid you. You should find a regular job if you're not planning to get back to college.
I could.
I don't want to hear that ridiculous thing about photos of feet either.
Hey,
let her do what she
if
wants.
it gets you money, dog.
Yeah. This is what we were talking about slut shame. That wasn't even on the beginning of the podcast.
Might have been. Who knows what we'll leave in?
Ooh.
Okay, fine. Lemon rolled her eyes and looked at the light controller. One of these wires must be a bit loose,
Leave it.
Sunny said.
I'm the electronics specialist in this.
Suddenly, several things happened at once. Sunny saw a flash of electricity coming from the damaged wire. It wasn't very big, but Lemon cursed, dropping the lights and staggering dangerously on the chair. She grabbed the curtains, but all she achieved was pulling them off the window along with the Christmas lights as she fell to the floor with a rather undignified thud. Snap! That was the sound of her neck.
Oh my god. No! That's the violence. Lemon Zest is kaput.
Wild how it doesn't have the death tag.
Yeah, she gets like shocked and that doesn't kill her, but then she falls and snaps her neck and that's what does her in.
Oh gosh, one of those Final Destination deaths.
Is that how it works?
It's like, oh, is that gonna kill it? No. Oh, is that gonna no.
Oh god.
Sunny didn't even manage to curse when the lights went out. She frantically looked around, searching for the fuse box, when she heard some commotion on the floor. Fuck, Lemon muttered. Am I in heaven?
What exactly made you think that you would be?
Sunny asked.
Think of the last weekend in the People's Village. That'd be enough to send us to hell.
Okay, you're here, so I'm not in heaven. There was more commotion and cursing when Lemon tried to get up. Maybe we're in hell?
You're my personal hell.
By the way, you should be capitalizing heaven and hell here. Just saying.
Yeah, respect it. You're my personal hell.
Sunny whispered, trying to find Lemon in the darkness.
We as well could be. Remember what my grandma said when I introduced you to the family?
That your mother is an alcoholic
Not that.
Sunny furrowed her eyebrows, almost slipping on something wet. Oh no.
I'm so glad that I picked Sunny Flare. Sunny never fails me.
Oh, this is tough. This is, I guess, bleep it out. Yeah, bleep this out. Oh, God hates
Oh god, it's the first time we've had a slur actually in a fan. What?
And Spike comes out.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Dang.
Yeah. Oof.
Exactly.
Sunny muttered.
Especially the ones whose intricate Christmas ornament blows up the fuses in the whole building. Why is the floor so wet?
P. I can't feel my arm, and I feel dizzy, Lemon muttered. Sunny lit her wrist devices up, right in time to see Lemon sitting on the floor next to the chair and poking a large cut on her forehead. Sunny lowered the light and saw more blood on the floor, as well as some on her socks. Ew. Lemon winced, looking at the floor. Is that my brain?
You don't have one, idiot.
Sunny replied, her stomach twisting into a knot as she fought the urge to pass out.
Also, you're drunk, which fucks up the clotting a bit. Don't ask me how I know.
She grabbed Lemon.
Get up. We need to go to the doctor.
Sunny was never a great driver. Sure, she and Lemon owned a car, but she drove it only when Lemon was drunk, which, to be frank, happened with increasing frequency as of late. Still, powered by adrenaline and whatever feelings she still had for Lemon Zest, she managed to drive across the snowy town and only knock over some trash cans when parking in front of the hospital. She dragged half-asleep Lemon to the reception desk and pointed at her.
Excuse me,
she said.
My girlfriend was being stupid again.
The receptionist shot her a look that was in equal parts bored and fascinated, typical of an ER employee right before Christmas.
Sunny Flare, what was it this time? Christmas lights and a chair.
Sunny replied.
And a lot of wine, it seems.
I was trying to be festive, Lemon Zest sobbed. Sunny doesn't feel the Christmas spirit at all.
Poor Lemon Zest.
Yep. Sunny rolled her eyes.
Yeah, because I was trying to stop you from accidentally killing yourself.
She turned to the receptionist.
Can we get her to the X-ray? She broke her arm, I think.
The receptionist looked at her computer screen.
There's a few injured drunks in there already, but we'll see what I can do.
Hey, have you seen my new tattoo? Lemon Zest asked the nurse, rolling up her sleeve and showing a black...
Pronounce it.
Okay, fine. I don't want to be racist. Chinese, I think, lettering. Let's Google this.
I think that's Japanese.
Translate. Yeah, that's Japanese.
Oh, it means lemon enthusiasm. Remon Netsui.
Remon Netsui.
I love it.
That's cool.
I was kind of hoping it was actually going to be something like
I hate lemons.
I don't know, some takeout or order or something, because she didn't know what she was getting.
Lemon Zest asked the nurse, rolling up her sleeve and showing a black Remon Netsui, partially masking some old scars. It's my name. Sunny says it actually says spring rolls, but Sunny groaned.
It is actually your name. I was trolling you. Can you shut up for once?
I mean, according to this, it isn't her name, though. It's apparently Lemon Enthusiast.
I'm guessing that, I don't know. This might be the actual Japanese word for what lemon zest is, you know? I don't know.
Perhaps.
Maybe it is her name in Japan, in like the Japanese version of My Little Pony.
Oh, could be.
Or maybe they just screwed up.
So that is so Sammy 90. She turned to the nurse.
I'm sorry for her.
No problem, the nurse replied. She's not even the worst here. Sunny nodded. She had put on earplugs when a few of the drunker patients in a festive mood decided to sing some carols, though they couldn't exactly agree which ones before. But the earplugs couldn't do much about the way some of them smelled. That's why you gotta get earplugs that double as nose plugs. Suddenly, Lemon decided to join the choir, which in the meantime settled on the worst rendition of 12 Days of Christmas Sunny had ever heard. 5 gold rings.
Wonderful.
She sang in a raspy voice and rubbed her temples.
I swear I'm gonna send you to the ICU,
Sunny muttered. Lemon stopped singing. No, my head hurts when I sing. Well, it also hurts in general. We'll have that checked, the nurse said. Well, it looks like the X-ray machine is free. She helped Lemon up. The girls will take care of you. I need to go. A bad case of acute hyponicothamia. Sunny got up.
Same. Lemon, I'll be right back. Behave while the doctors look at what's inside your head.
Actually, it's for the arm. CT is busy right now, the nurse said.
Yeah, whatever,
Sunny muttered. She and the nurse walked outside and hid behind the trash cans. The nurse produced a pack of cigarettes from her pocket.
May I?
Sunny asked.
I actually quit a while ago.
Sure, the nurse replied, offering her the pack. Bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny lit up the cigarette, inhaled the smoke, and coughed.
Awful. Back when I smoked, I actually preferred vaping.
Now that's awful. The nurse exhaled the smoke. Your girlfriend is quite a handful, eh?
I don't know anymore.
Sunny sighed.
Frankly, I'm done with this all. I sorta want to dump her, but I know how it'll go.
How? The nurse asked.
She'll completely fall off the wagon. That's how.
Sunny replied.
I know. I used to be sorta similar.
She looked at the cigarette and winced.
I mean, I didn't quite make her drink, and I didn't personally knock her ex-girlfriend into a coma, but I still feel sorta guilty about that, if you know what I mean.
The nurse raised her eyebrows. I feel like I'm missing some context.
She used to be with our high school friend who beat her. Then with a weirdo who got in a car accident and turned into a vegetable. I'm talking full-on carrot. I'm sorry.
That's fucked.
Wallflowers, Am I the Asshole? Where it was just she turned into a demon. I'm talking full-on teeth and claws. So wait, is this part of like an alternate universe? Because I remember it was talking about that this was part of a whole series in the description, right?
Yeah, it's in the same universe. It's set in the same universe as It's the End of the World as We Know It.
Okay.
Great, great song, by the way.
Yeah.
And that we will not be reading. It's so darn long, but that's what that is.
Okay. That makes sense.
I don't know if this is any reference to it, but it could be.
It's hard for me to know what actually happened in the movies and what happened in the show and what actually is like being made up here, especially with fics like this.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. None of what Sunny's saying here happened in the show.
Yeah.
Or in the movies.
Thought it was getting a bit too dark for that. She used to be with our high school friend who beat her, then with a weirdo who got in a car accident and turned into a vegetable, and then with some musician.
Sunny rolled her eyes.
She preferred dudes, after all, or something. Lemon didn't take any of this well, and I felt somewhat responsible for some of these things. So,
You felt responsible for her? The nurse asked. Sunny shuddered, tears flowing down her cheeks.
I'm pretty bad at this. My most serious relationship before, that was with a guy who rarely, if ever, left his room.
What happened to him? Sunny shrugged.
I don't know. He went offline one day and never came back.
Yeah, he obviously didn't have a bright future ahead. The nurse chuckled. Anyway, I guess you're not a bad person. You...
Oh, spare me this bullshit.
Sunny rolled her eyes.
I'm just tired of it all. I want to go away, but I'm afraid of what will happen to Lemon.
She shuddered.
Why does it have to be in winter? I hate the cold. All my problems started in winter.
You two met in winter? Sunny dropped the butt of her cigarette on the ground.
Nah, I didn't. I mean, I once got a second chance. But I don't feel that I'm doing well with it.
I think you do, the nurse replied. I think they should be done with the X-ray. Are you going to check on your girlfriend?
In a minute,
Sunny said, wiping the tears off her face.
I'm a hot mess right now. I need to make myself look presentable.
Okay, but don't take too long, the nurse said. She's waiting for you. Sunny nodded and watched the nurse go away. She coughed again. The cigarette left a bitter aftertaste in her throat, and she was slowly realizing that she hadn't eaten since lunch. She looked at the brightly lit windows of the hospital and thought briefly about following the nurse and going back to Lemon. Then, almost like a machine, she turned back and walked away, disappearing in the dark, snowy alley. Cold wind started to blow, pouring fresh snow on her footsteps. The end. That was Fairytale of Canterlot City by Sammy90. Well, Wizzy, what did we think of it?
This wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but it definitely...
He was expecting it to be shit.
I was expecting some kind of physical abuse to happen on one side or the other. I was expecting the drinking to get like kind of progressively worse or something like that, but this went in like a direction of sad that's, you know, it's not tragic. It's just like, it's not good. It's not healthy, their relationship, but it's not like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. I think the last one really fucked us up.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Like, I was on the edge of my seat waiting for it to get worse, waiting for their relationship to do something worse than the last one, but no, not really. Yeah, they are not good together.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, that's tough to see, you know?
It kind of reminds me of Rainbow and Rarity in Long Drive fic. But like, I don't know, more toxic, you know, they're more deep into the relationship, more invested into this unhealthy habit. But just kind of the scenario, I can kind of see the characters playing off the same way.
Yeah, so, you know something funny? Raripie is my favorite ship. And coincidentally, these are the Shadow Bolt equivalents of Rarity and Pinkie Pie. And I don't see them together, not in the slightest.
Dang. I didn't even realize that Lemon Zest was supposed to be like Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, she's the Pinkie Pie one.
She just, you know, rocker girl is kind of how I know her.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about with this one, I must say. It's very short.
Yeah.
Could have used a bit more fleshing out, but maybe it is a bit more fleshed out elsewhere in the universe. But I don't know. It is just very grounded, and there isn't a lot to like say with it. It's just, damn, that sucks, man. I wonder where they go from there.
Yeah, it was written really well. I think that the overall story for this was captivating, and I think the story was good in a way that made me get the romance aspect of it while also not wanting these two to end up together.
Yeah.
Because I can feel where their love kind of used to be, why they got together. But after seeing what this is, it's like, you guys need help. You guys need Jesus.
But Wizzy, God hates dicks.
Oh, God. I wasn't even thinking about that line when I had said that.
But as we've said in a previous episode, I think it was Hearth's Warman Eve, could always use more Christian lesbians.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Is that why this one was called I Pray God It's Our Last?
I don't know.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
I'm guessing it was based off a song.
Oh, that might make sense.
Just because the other one is called It's the End of the World as We Know It.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can see these characters growing up to be like this. So good job on that.
Hey, fan of most everything commented.
It's our boy.
The perilously blurry line between I genuinely care for this person and I'm obligated to look after this person because I'm afraid of what will happen to them without me and would feel responsible for it. It's not a healthy state of being, but hopefully this can be rock bottom. And the thing about hitting a hard surface is that the object can splatter or bounce. Here's hoping for the latter, even if the nature of the contest makes that feel unlikely. Thank you for this, and best of luck in the judging. Yo, that is a good summation.
Yep. Well, I'm glad that nobody hit each other.
Yeah, there's no physical abuse. There's just self-inflicted violence.
Yep. I was worried that with the way Sunny Flare was calling her an idiot and whatever, I was worried that she might have thrown some hands. But no.
I was also kind of worried that Lemon Zest was going to get drunk and hit Sunny Flare because she was calling her stupid too much.
Oh, that could have... Yeah, that didn't even cross my mind. Maybe it's just because I'm always on the side of Lemon Zest.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, all in all, good job, Sammy 90. Good story. Great job making Sunny Flare an actual character.
Yeah.
Anyways, great job on the fic. That's all I have to say about it. Anything else you have to say?
I don't think so.
Well, fiddlesticks.
Oh, what's Canterlot City?
Right. Sorry?
What is Canterlot City? Is that where Canterlot High School is?
That's... Yeah.
Oh. I for some reason, I never thought about the place, the name of the town they lived in. I just kind of assumed it was still Ponyville.
It's actually a city.
I don't care about the difference between a city and a town and a dwelling, an area, a neighborhood, a district.
A whole.
A whole.
I guarantee you, though, they have said Canterlot City in several different fics.
I bet, but I just never really paid attention to most of the Equestria girls' geography. I'm doing it now, though.
Even if it's just the two places?
The two places, sure. Just two. Just two.
I mean, have they ever been anywhere outside of Canterlot City or the fucking campground?
Yeah.
Where?
We're gonna find out when I look it up after this episode.
All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming in and listening. Please go down into the description and give this story a like if you haven't. Thank you all for listening. I think I said that already. I don't care. I don't actually care about you guys, funnily enough. Good luck and stay healthy.
Good night. And see ya.
Oh, this is tough. This is, I guess, bleep it out. Yeah, bleep this out. Oh, God hates dicks. And since it's getting bleeped out, no one will ever know.
Good idea.